Hey everybody, and welcome to the next edition of the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog. First of all, this week you might notice behind me that it looks a little different, and that's because I cleared out a bunch of the old artwork that was drawn by younger brothers and sisters of some of the kids that train with us to make room for these two pretty sweet looking trophies. And they were both won at awards ceremonies for videographers, and the reason that I've got them is because the promotional video that I made with the help of Tony Biaggi, Tech with Tony Productions, TWT Productions rather, who helped me make this promotional video for our soccer fitness trainers course, for the online course, and it actually won first place at two different award ceremonies for videography. So that's why those trophies are there, and shout out to Tony and TWT Productions for the help. So with that out of the way, the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog for this week, we're going to be talking about the Champions League. It resumed this week, and I'm going to be discussing specifically the match that happened between Liverpool and Spartak Moscow. Now, it was a very important match because Liverpool needed a draw in the match to progress to the next round, and a win would have put them first in their group for the next round, which helps them to get seeded and avoid a more difficult opponent in the next round. And Spartak, actually, if they had won, they could have progressed as the second place team in the group. So very important match, and that's what we're going to be discussing today. So what happened in this match? Well, it was a blowout. The score ended up being 7-0 for Liverpool, and as that scoreline indicates, they were dominant in every phase of the game, when they had the ball, when they didn't have the ball, and in transition both ways. Now, what I'm going to speak about in the blog today is what was, in my opinion, the one play that really blew the game open and eliminated any resistance or competitiveness from Spartak, and that's Liverpool's second goal. So before we get into that, it's worth noting that this was the first time ever in the Champions League that the quote-unquote Fab Four for Liverpool, and that's attacking midfielder Felipe Coutinho as well as strikers Sané, Firmino, and Mohamed Salah, all four of those players that make up the Fab Four were in the starting 11 for Liverpool, and that's the first time ever in the Champions League this season that they've started with all four of those players. So it definitely shows a very bold and attacking-oriented mindset from the manager Klopp for this match, and it definitely paid off. So Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp, their manager, what they're really known for is this style called Gegenpressing, which is a really aggressive, fast-paced form of pressing, and they do it in the middle and the attacking third. So when they do lose the ball, so that's transitioning from attack to defense, they aggressively and quickly try to win it back, and then they just as quickly are able to transition then from defense to attack, and they're very, very effective on the counterattack. And so that's what we're going to see with the second goal. So we'll call up the highlight while I'm talking here, and what you can see is all four of the Fab Four got a touch on this goal. You'll see, first of all, Sané on the right side bring the ball up, and because of how quickly he's able to move forward, you can see the Spartak players are really unable to put any pressure on him going forward. That's their first mistake. But the part of the counterattack that was really so effective and made sure that it worked was the quick and intelligent diagonal runs that are made by Firmino and Salah. Firmino, who makes a diagonal run towards the right, and Salah, who makes an equally quick and equally intelligent diagonal run towards the left. And what you'll see here is that the Spartak Moscow back four is just all over the place from these runs. These quick diagonal runs, as long as you stay on side when you're countering and transitioning from defense to attack, they really can, if they're done properly, unbalance a defense. And this is a perfect example. What we can do is we'll freeze it while I'm talking here and just have a look at the Spartak back four while Sané brings the ball up. They've got no pressure on the ball. They're not tracking either of the runs from Firmino or Salah, and lurking in the back there is Felipe Coutinho, and you'll see that they're not able to track his later run either. So we can roll it now, and we'll see Sané play the ball diagonally into Salah, And again, his run wasn't tracked, so they're not able to pressure him either. He ends up playing a really well-timed one-touch pass over to the right to Firmino, who again wasn't tracked properly. And then Firmino, gets his head up. He probably, if he had been selfish, he may have tried to shoot, but he didn't have a great angle. And again, he obviously had picked out, and this is probably something they've worked on in training, but picked out that third, or even you can call it a fourth man run from Felipe Coutinho. And have a look at, again, the Spartak midfielders. They're literally walking. Nobody tracks the run of Firmino from behind, and he ends up with a really easy finish. And even the commentators, they said, will it be one pass too many? But it ended up definitely not being one pass too many, because that last pass ended up finding Felipe Coutinho open inside the 18 and for an easy tap in and a goal. And this is just a clinical, perfectly executed counterattack, but made possible by the runs and the movement off the ball from the Liverpool Fab Four. So this is something for coaches out there that are trying to teach and coach their teams to counterattack. And for young players, when your team wins possession of the ball, this is by far the best and most effective moment for you to try to score a goal. And you do it with countering with speed. You have to run fast and get the defenders on the back foot. That's the best chance for you to catch a defense unorganized. And, Spartak is not a bad team here. They've been competitive in the Champions League and one of the best clubs in Russia. But they looked like an amateur team defensively on this goal. And it was because of the runs made off the ball by the Liverpool strikers. Totally unbalanced. So that's it for the Soccer Fitness Goals video blog for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done so already, please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can do so via the link underneath me now. I did mention the trophies there that we won. If you'd like to see the video that won those trophies and won those awards, we'll put a link to that video. That's the promotional video for the Soccer Fitness Trainers course online. Put that underneath me now. If you'd like to download and start using the world's only customized soccer-specific at-home fitness program on a mobile fitness app, you can download the Soccer Fitness Goals mobile fitness app, available for all smartphones, including Android, Apple, and BlackBerry, and you can do that via the link underneath me now. We'll see you next week on the blog, and until then, keep reaching your soccer fitness goals.